Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Breen.
And I'm Jessica Bowman. An Elk Point, South Dakota boy is suffering from a condition that's so rare it doesn't even have a name. It's a genetic mutation with so many unknowns, prompting more questions than answers.
It's called U2AF2. We've already told you it's very rare. Owen Kuhlman is one of just 4 people in the entire world diagnosed with that mutation. KTIV's Katie Koppel met Owen and his family today and brings us the story tonight. Katie?
Well, Matt and Jessica, Ben and Julie Coleman are just like any other young family. They have 3 kids, 8-year-old Addison, 8-month-old Kinsley, but this story is about their 5-year-old Owen.
Here, I'll help you. You hold this. I want some mushrooms and pepperoni.
We had no idea any of this was going to happen. You know, we thought we were bringing home a healthy boy.
Owen's journey to a diagnosis started shortly after he was born, and he had trouble eating.
And then we noticed he just was puking a lot.
At just a few months old, he spent 2 weeks in a Sioux Falls hospital.
And that's when we figured out, like, there's way more to this than what we even knew.
Genetic testing eventually led them to a shocking diagnosis.
It doesn't actually have a name. It's a mutation in gene U2AF2.
The first known case was a girl in Japan. When Owen received his diagnosis, he was just the 2nd in the world.
We don't know what Owen's future is going to be like.
Owen has a short stature and can have issues breathing. He doesn't talk a lot, but he has a personality that is hard not to love.
Hey, you got to cut it, remember?
But it's his seizures that are the biggest priority.
So we don't know even where his seizures are happening because each one of his seizures are different. Like, he'll have grand mal, he'll have an absent.
Owen's seizures, his parents say, are happening more often. He's been life-flighted to hospitals, and the family carries oxygen in case Owen stops breathing.
But he can go from being 100% fine to literally in an hour having a massive seizure.
But through this journey, the Colemans have found a community in Elk Point and among their neighbors.
The second they see, like, the times he's had the ambulance show up, it's like they're outside instantly coming over, taking the kids. Just getting it to where me and Julie can get going. Julie's with him and I'm following behind. And
the community even made t-shirts celebrating Owen's strength and his love for everyone he meets.
He loves to give hugs. He's a hugger, a lover. His other things is he loves to show off his muscles and how strong he is, because Owen, obviously having this condition, he is very strong and he is a trooper.
In a few weeks, the Colemans will take Owen to see specialists at the Mayo Clinic. Their hope?
But we want to just leave it to where our hope is a second opinion. Because if you go up hoping for answers, I don't want to.
We don't want to give ourselves
false hope. So if we get up there and all we get is the second opinion, we got what we hope for. But if we get answers, we got even more.
There are now 4 confirmed cases of this gene mutation in the world. Owen is the only one here in the United States. And as you can imagine, Owen's medical expenses are quite high. Friends and neighbors have set up a GoFundMe to help the family along this journey with Owen. You can find that link right now inside this story at KTIV.com. And Matt and Jessica, I have met a lot of people in this business, and I can say with confidence, Owen gives the best hugs around.
No doubt about it. Katie Koppel in studio tonight. Katie, thanks for sharing their story. And you can learn more about Owen and his medical journey right now at KTIV.com.